you are. You know you the star, the one by far, because you got all the production right. You make it sound so nice. You make it sound so tight, huh? You sure?
Yeah, that's how it
Okay.
works.
No, it's the other way, cuz. What you doing? Oh, because this was to filter out any extra sounds, isn't it? Or is it like
No,
this?
it goes in the front.
What do you mean?
This goes in the front.
But then how does it stop you from sounding like this? It's not gonna. See what I'm saying? When you speak, it's gonna come into this. If I don't put it over here,
Is
because
it supposed to be like that?
I want to be heard by the mic. This is just to filter out any sound. That's why artists get in the booth and they do it like that. I know what you're saying, but no, I'm trying to filter you out like that,
Oh,
right? At least I think so. Because artists get in the booth and go like this because they don't want like I don't know. They go like that, right? And they're like,
Yeah,
da, da, da,
that's
da,
how they
no.
do it.
But I'm trying to filter you like that. So
anyway,
we're gonna figure it out, I promise.
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Revenge of the Gamers. I am your humble host, Champion Brown.
And I'm your second favorite cousin and co-host, Autopilot.
All right. Unfortunately, Ace cannot be here today, and he said we're gonna go ahead. We're good to go ahead and go, but we're gonna go ahead and add Ace's info, his Twitch and his Twitter, so that y'all can still follow him.
And everybody, please, please, please give Ace a rack of tomatoes in his mentions, in his DMs for missing out, because we all know how instrumental he was in the last episode. So Ace, we miss you. We can't wait to have you back again for the third episode. But you know, your presence is greatly missed, man. We can't wait to have you back. But tomatoes for Ace, tomatoes, 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 until he decides to never miss another podcast. We on him.
All right. All right. So, oops. Okay. I'm so glad they got restored. So, yeah, man. So, what games you been playing lately, cuz?
Let me pull up my phone, cause you know how my brain already works.
Oh, you know, mobile app guy.
I've been killing it on Monopoly Go lately. I've been tearing them up, cause they can't do nothing with me on Monopoly Go. So that's been my game of choice so far, and I'm really waiting to see, you know, when GTA 6 is coming out. I think that's when I'll decide to really try my hand at these video games again. Cause so what you think?
You better start saving up for a PS5.
You're right, but I was also gonna, you know, probably finesse the situation, because there's a lot of people out here with PS5s that don't play them. Life gets people very busy, so I'm trying to find somebody, you know, it's holiday time, that needs some Christmas money. That needs some Christmas money, you know what I'm talking about? And that might want to part ways with their PS5, because they feel like they don't play it enough. I don't mind playing your PS5 for Christmas. So if y'all out there, y'all got a PS5, you don't really use it, got dust on it, I'll dust it off for you. I promise. How much is a PS5 going for nowadays? Probably like $450, depending
Well,
on what type of edition it is, right? Because I saw one in Walmart that had the like NBA 2K on it for like $500, and I was just like, man, the adult in me, the responsible adult in me, will not let me buy a 2K and the PS5 $500. Almost 2 years later, right? The PS5 came out about 2 years ago.
yeah. No, PS5 came out in 2020.
Oh my!
It's
4
been
years
4 years
ago.
already.
The PS5 needs to depreciate like a car, because right now it's holding the same value, and I don't understand why. So if y'all got a PS5 out there you don't want, please let Autopilot know. Please don't send me tomato emojis though. Send those to Ace. Thank you.
Ace ain't gonna let that slide, you know that, right?
I know. I can't wait to hear his response on the next episode, because Ace, trust me, we planned this out for all three of us to be here. You know how instrumental you are to the chemistry of the podcast. So please, 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 please. We don't want any more rain checks from you, Rain Man. We don't want any more rain checks. Thank you.
I tell you right now, bro, that man Ace is an army soldier, boy. You gonna be in for a lot of trash talking, bro.
I like that. We all like to talk trash every now and then, especially when it's in good fun. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I really appreciate that, especially as a gamer. You know how much trash we used to talk back in the day? Cuz, come on, we really got it, man. Talking about Medal of Honor. Oh my goodness. Talking about what were some other games we used to play and talk?
You know what?
Man,
Medal of Honor hasn't been out in so long. People probably wouldn't even know that, but that's the original Call of Duty.
do your Googles. It's the original Call of Duty. You hear me? Before the lobbies, you had you and your cousin or your friend or whoever you had on the split screen, trying to what was the Russians and the Germans and the Americans, whoever was fighting. We had them Kalashnikovs and the shotguns and the handguns and the grenades too. Oh, it was on. It was on. So we was talking mad sugar honey iced tea back and forth to each other. So.
Bro, I tell you, bro, split screen gameplays. Y'all kids do not know this, bro. Split screen gameplay. When you over there trying to screen, that was the original screen sniping too. You was over there trying to screen snipe your friend up at the top screen, you at the bottom, cause you looking at the map of where he at.
And people think that that's cheating, but you never looked at the wrong screen and got shot at. So please, you never lost and had to storm out the room and had to go grab a snack from the pantry to calm down. So please, Auntie Donna's crib had a lot of those battles going on. So shout out to her. Oh my goodness, what an amazing woman that really put us on the video games. We want to be honest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Too bad she got all old.
Oh. If you put a good game back in her hand, I'm pretty sure all those old memories will come back. Because when I tell you,
we got the Sega Genesis. This is what we should get for her birthday.
Was her birthday?
Excuse me.
Oh, my bad. Oh,
no, I had her.
Oh, my bad.
No, so Auntie Donna, she loved the Sega Genesis, bro. So if we got her like the Sega Genesis Me, because that has like almost like 80 Sega Genesis games on there.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I guarantee you, bro, she'd probably be playing that all over again.
Definitely. So like I said, shout out to her. I remember like my earliest memories are of just being babysat by her, and like she had like the Batman poster. Like she was a real like pop culture. Yeah, like what? Like she knew a lot about a lot. So I learned a lot from her when it came to stuff like that. So
yeah. All right, so let's get into the first topic. Microsoft confirms they plan to release a Xbox handheld, but it's years away.
So why even announce it? We don't want to hear that BS.
Hey man, you gotta get people hyped for the game, bro.
Tired of hype, cuz hype is beneath me at this point in my life. What about you?
I mean, well, I think that's just because we're adults now.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's literally just because we're adults. I can tell you one of the problems that I do have when they release a game is when they make that big cinematic trailer.
Oh yeah.
And no gameplay.
We talked about this. I think that should be illegal. I think that gamers should see right through it, and we say, hey, if it's not gameplay, we don't want to see it, because what's the point? I can't play your trailer. I can't. It's not for me.
Yeah, I can't. So, continuing on with this article, this is coming from IGN. In the interview with Bloomberg, Phil Spencer said that the expectation is that we would do something in the handheld gaming device category, but such a device is few years out.
I don't mean to cut you off, but look at two things in there. Bloomberg is like the business like media for like adults. Like the first time I heard about Bloomberg was when I was in business school in college, right?
Yeah.
And so it's not really for children. Like they're not really pushing this towards them. So it sounds like they're pushing this towards like young adults or like millennials, like people of an older age. This might not even be like a handheld for kids. This seems like something that is gonna come into the same space of like mobile gaming. So instead of being on your iPhone or your Android device, you're gonna be with this Xbox device instead.
I mean, that's all gaming has become nowadays is business. So that's the only reason why this article or this interview came from Bloomberg in the first place.
But think about like how would I say this? Like this is supposed to be a big article, but they didn't really say much. They said the expectation that we would do something. Something is so vague in the handheld gaming device category, but it's a few years out. So it's like, what do you mean a few years? Is that 2 or 3? Like, why even come out and say it now to build up hype? I'm not hyped about this. I'm not hyped about this. Would you want to buy an Xbox handheld? Absolutely not. Boo! Give them tomatoes in their mentions too. So Ace, you're in the same category as Xbox. I want to let you know that, man. I want to let you know that. Tomatoes, tomatoes all around. Tomatoes, tomatoes for all of y'all. Too much hype, and you gotta like what would they say? You gotta under promise and over deliver. And unless the Xbox handheld is gonna be better than the PS Vita or the PSP, like what are you talking about? It's not gonna be better than that.
I mean, it could be, it could not be.
Mm.
At the same time, this is gonna be probably like back in like the earlier days of gaming, like 2008 or 9ish when I first got my PSP. Like there was a game for like every single platform: the Wii, PS2, PS3, Xbox 360, 3DS. Like they're gonna get like a different game company to make a different game from godly. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because there was like the old Spiral games, and in the Spiral games, they had the main version that was on like the consoles, but the handheld version of the game, completely different game from the I can't think right now.
You got
but
it.
you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Hopefully, people at home also. I just wanted to ask because also is Xbox saying that they're like losing to PS5? Is that what it says? So they're going to the handheld? Because to me, it's just like work on what you need to work on. Don't try to like run into something new when like the Xbox needs work. You know, the Xbox has so many issues that it needs to be worked on. Like, don't run away from those issues. Please address those issues before you decide to go make a handheld that nobody asked for. Nobody was checking for an Xbox handheld. Are you crazy?
Well, what issues does the Xbox have now?
I mean, the red ring was always a problem.
That was a problem with the 360. That's not a problem with the current.
Did they ever fix it? Cause
Yeah, but you can't bring up problems from previous consoles. No, you can't. You can't bring up problems from the previous console.
Why
That
not,
doesn't make any
Cuzzo?
sense.
Because remember how big the Xbox 360 was when we were in the 5th grade?
Yeah.
And they never fixed the red ring of death. Why?
Because they wanted people to go buy one of the Xbox.
Oh, see, you see it, Cuzzo. You see it. You see it. You see the money play. You see the money play.
That was an issue with the Xbox 360. That's not an issue with the current Xbox.
No,
now.
but I'm saying that there are going to be issues with whatever console you decide to come out with, so you need to address those.
But people, nobody's reported those issues yet.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't bring up an issue with an old console in order to make that point. That doesn't make sense.
Cause I'm just saying, Nintendo didn't have these problems, man. I'm taking I'm dropping the deuce on Xbox right now, cause this is a full Xbox hate train. I want you to know that, cause Xbox was the first console to make us pay to use live, and I hate them for that.
So you still got your Xbox? What's the last one? Xbox One?
No.
No.
Nope.
You ain't got that no more?
Well, yes, but not in my possession. I need to go back to Chicago
Do you have
to
the
get
red?
it from
Did
my
you ever get
storage.
the red ring of that?
No. Mm-mm. But I have
Right
some
there.
other issues with that one, though. I have some other issues with that with my charger cord. I don't know
Get another one.
if the port isn't I did get another one, Cuzzo, and I think the port itself is the issue. So I need to go take it to GameStop or whoever can fix the Xbox and go from there. Cause
Okay.
I got beef with Xbox, big beef with Xbox. I don't know. Bill Gates isn't running it anymore. Steve Ballmer isn't running it. But who's this guy right here?
Phil Spencer.
Yeah, Phil Spencer. You look like a POS. I ain't gonna lie to you, Phil Spencer. I wanna punch you in the forehead, Phil Spencer. But I'm gonna leave that one alone because your
Leave
hands
Phil
look
Spencer
funny
alone.
when you talk. So I'm gonna leave you alone, Phil Spencer. And you got a California shirt on.
We're gonna get off the Xbox.
No,
I feel like
no,
you're
we're
getting
not.
this raging hatred right now.
Yes, I hate Xbox and everything
Okay.
they stand for, which they
Okay.
never made it.
Moving on. So Pokemon Go, they've apparently been using data for trained geospatial AI model.
So for the people at home like me, what does that mean?
I'm about to figure it out. We about to figure it out right with everybody. So Niantic, the company that Pokemon commissioned to make Pokemon Go.
Say that again.
What?
Slowly.
Niantic,
Never heard of them because of
they're the company that made Pokemon Go.
they did.
Yeah.
They did a pretty good job. I ain't gonna hate them.
Oh, you played Pokemon Go before?
It was alright.
Yeah, I mean, it was alright for like the first 2 days, but I stopped playing it.
See, and is that a us problem as we get older, or is that a game problem when you
I
get
think-
bored or easily?
I mean, to me, it was like I had fun playing it, but I thought it was gonna be like I'm a Pokemon trainer. You know, like how in the game when you walk and then like the grass, you get an exclamation point and then a Pokemon jumps out. So I was thinking the game is gonna run in the background on your phone, and as you're playing, you're just walking around, you getting alert that you encountered a wild Pokemon, and then you open it up, and it's gonna be like a Dragonite or something. Like I was hoping that was what's gonna happen.
And this is why I asked, like, why are there so much limitations to video games in 2024, going into 2025?
Well, this game was made like before 2024.
But I'm still asking, why are there so many limitations? Why don't they go above and beyond to try to break, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it, but it's like they still, but like some of the technology really isn't just there yet.
You think so?
Bro, especially with mobile games. Like now, a good looking mobile game has been a lot of the Hoyoverse games.
Okay.
And then there's also some other good looking games too. But like the technology for like a mobile game, it's just not there, bro.
I wonder why. Is it just the processing power? Is that what it is? Because I mean,
It's processing power, and
Okay.
on top of that, like your cell phone's always collecting data on you too.
the good old Cookie Monster. That's the. That's a quick question. Do you reject all the cookies when you go on the websites now, or are you still accepting them all? What's going on with your?
I just accept them because they won't let you go through the website.
Yes, they will reject them because I'll be rejecting all of them. Y'all ain't paying me. Cause that's how they make big bucks off you. I'm trying to say, when you accept the cookies, they make so much money off you. It's ridiculous. It's basically allowing them to sell your data, and it's just like, nah, I ain't going for that. So I only accepted like essential cookies. I also hate that game right there. Those games and ads that be popping up when I'm playing Monopoly Go and stuff. I hate those games. The little Ebony or whatever those things are called. Hate them. I hate mobile games for the most part, except for Monopoly Go. Niantic looks ahead with new tech investment.
Hold on. I scrolled too far. That's a different article. I'm trying to read up on what they're talking about. Wait, is this the same thing?
Cause they're talking about artificial intelligence, augmented reality, all that XR technology. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna get me one of them Meta headsets by now. I need to stop playing around.
Oh.
Man. I was also gonna try to make one. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of work with AI. I want to make. Don't steal my idea. If you do, I'm gonna come through the screen. I'm gonna punch all y'all in the forehead like I want to do. What was dude's name again? Spencer. Yeah, I'm gonna punch y'all like Spencer. But I want to make a virtual reality that helps people like walk through the process of getting a passport in the post office, right? So I wanted to go like to the local post office and try to figure out like how to map out the whole geospatial they're talking about.
Yeah.
Do it kind of like Pokemon Go, where they can walk through the process of applying for a passport.
Yeah.
So I feel like virtual reality and augmented reality is definitely something that people should be more tapped into. I just think it's very intimidating, and I want to find a local virtual reality. I want to find a local virtual reality artist that can do stuff like that, because I don't have the expertise, but I have an idea and a concept. I'm trying to figure out how much it's gonna cost. Because I think it's Pokemon Go #1, and then me #2. I'm right behind them. I'm coming. Yep. So shout out to Niantic, man. Y'all did the man amazing with Pokemon Go. Keep up the hard work. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the #1 thing for me about all video games. If it ain't broke, do not fix it. Thank you.
I mean, you can say that, but they're still gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Ain't that something? That's why I tell you, like, sometimes they ego trip and they get too power hungry, or they don't understand what the fans want. Like, ask us, we'll let you know. Ask us. We will gladly fill out a survey or beta test. You know what I'm saying? You have the wrong beta testers, in my opinion. Y'all have a lot of like yes men that say, "Oh yeah, you made a great game." Then you put the game out and we like, all right, I'm not impressed.
So we're gonna move on from this. Again, I apologize for not having a lot of information on this stuff. I need to read the articles head on. I just thought they were interesting. But
I just
trust me.
apologize, but he does so much behind the work stuff. Like if he doesn't do the research, he's probably like, doing a lot of production and a lot of editing and making our videos look the way they do. So I'm gonna start doing the more research. So y'all, I'm gonna apologize. Please, please do not take it out on my cousin. Do not send him any tomato emojis. Send them to Ace. Send them to Ace and send them to Xbox. You can even send them to me at this point because I should have done more research. Like I say, I am looking at right now what he's talking about. Black Myth Wukong developers teases upcoming surprises. Ooh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So Black Myth Wukong. It's been nominated. I don't think this game should be nominated for Game of the Year.
Wow.
But no. Hold on. Let me take this back. Let me take that back. It should be nominated for Game of the Year, but
Okay.
I don't. But from what I played, it's not Game of the Year material enough to me, and it's
Okay.
only because of the problems the game had.
Like what? So expand.
So
that for us.
the combat, it's cool. It's very flashy, like Chinese martial arts are. Like the old Chinese movies and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the combat is cool. It's just that I'm playing the monkey. There should have been some platforming. You know what I'm saying? Like he should be climbing trees and stuff. Like I'm playing a monkey, bro.
Right.
This game is just a straight up. Let me not say straight up, but you're playing like a Dark Souls type game.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like there's no platforming. He's not climbing trees or whatever. Like you would think he would have like a move to where like he can jump on top of an enemy's head or whatever.
Do you think in 2024, with how woke people are, you got to be very careful when you're dealing with something like that?
Cause I'm playing a monkey.
Yes, because
Smoke about a monkey.
people, no culture wants to be compared to a monkey. I can't think of a single one that looks at monkeys admirably and says, "Yes, I want to behave like a what's the name for a monkey? What's the scientific name?"
Simian.
Yeah, see, nobody wants to be a simian.
Yeah.
So I'm asking you if they have black people up there platforming. How do you think that would go? Because I'm just asking, in 2024, with all the outrage and all the sensitivity going on, maybe they thought about it and they were just like, you know what, we want our game to not get canceled.
They'll be alright, bro.
That's how I feel, cuz when I tell you, you gotta really put yourself in other shoes sometimes. And you gotta really look at stuff like, man, we gotta take the world for how it is. It's a very sensitive place. When I think about how real the world used to be when we were growing up, you can't get away with that stuff now. You can. You cannot. No, you can't. They're so nitpicking about the stuff to me that doesn't matter. I just want a good game.
I'll say this, because everything you said is gonna tie into where I'm gonna end with the podcast with.
Okay.
But I'll say this though, I remember the wise words my father said. There has to be a winner and a loser, and not everybody has to cater to you. If you want someone to do something for you and they tell you no, you can't force nobody to do anything.
That's a bar.
So some of y'all just want to suck it up, bro. Cause it's not. If this is affecting your livelihood, then dude, like, don't play the game. If this game's bothering you that much, don't play the game. But anyway, let's talk about this article right here.
Man, before you start, you know what the issue is, cuz
What is?
everybody can get on Twitter or get on Discord or whatever platform they're on, and they can say, this is this, and I don't like it. And they can get on there and they can get their little cult following going, and people can like and share and retweet whatever's going on or repost whatever's going on. And it's like a little snowball that really started out as like a POS. It just starts to grow. You know what I'm saying? Like we saw Black Myth Wukong almost get canceled for some stuff that really wasn't that big of a deal, right? So imagine if they did have somebody platforming, like there's no telling where that could have gone.
Yeah, they tried to say that there wasn't enough women in the game, but if you keep playing the game, there was hella women in the game. I'm stuck on one chapter right now, and there's a whole women in there.
Shout out to the women. Shout out to the women.
Yeah.
It's not a red pill podcast. You'll never want to be confused with those guys.
Hell no.
Don't.
So I can take a gander from this article. They're planning on releasing DLC for the Chinese New Year coming out next year on January 29th, 2025. And Xbox Series X, that game, the Xbox Series X version of the game, it's still coming out. It just has not been released yet. There's no announcement for the release date.
Xbox, what's going on with y'all, man? Why do y'all not have any dates for stuff and you want people to get hyped about it?
Listen. That this game company's fault. Xbox has nothing to do with this.
What do you mean? Don't they email each other?
That's what I'm saying. They're the game company. Xbox has control over the console, not the games coming out.
Well, because we're going to compare Xbox releases and PlayStation releases. I bet PlayStation got the dates, because if you don't have a date, why even announce it? Keep it to yourself.
I understand that, but
I hate Xbox because of you can't tell. Hey, I might have played Xbox maybe like maybe on one hand I can count how many times I played Xbox. It's overrated to me, and y'all can take that and shove it wherever you want to.
okay.
Yep. I said it.
Let's move on.
Yep. Send me those tomato emojis and I'll send them back with the Xbox next to them, because Xbox trash. Throw it away. Burn it.
Let's move on. So Black Myth Wukong plans on making some DLC.
Okay, how you feel about that? I'm not opposed to DLC, but I do know it is a cash grab.
Nah, DLC is not necessarily a cash grab. I want to say DLC is a cash grab.
Are they making you pay for the DLC? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not for free, cuz.
But listen. Just because you gotta pay for something doesn't necessarily mean everything is a cash grab.
Because I already paid for the game.
Hey, so why would you not want to pay more money or invest more money in the game? That's good.
Because times is hard.
Hey, I did it for the Elden Ring DLC.
Well, how much was the DLC?
It was I think it was like $30-$40, but it was worth it.
It was
Cause that map was big.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what does the DLC come with this? Because it really depends what you get. Because if you're getting a whole nother game experience, I'm not hating. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother game experience that people can choose to pay for, not choose to pay for. I get that. But don't give me like skins and stuff. Like, nah. Don't give me characters. Like, no, give me a whole nother part of gameplay. And I hear you, because Sims was like that. Sims was like that a lot. Where it's like, they basically invented the DLC. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because back in the day, I had to help my homeboy put the Sims on his computer. We're trying to figure out, like, what is this? Is like another game? Like, no, it was DLC. It was like a whole another CD-ROM you had to install, and like was like Christmas stuff or something like that. It was like a whole other part of the game, and it was cool.
Oh,
shout out to David. Whatever you doing now, man? Yeah, we over burping up a storm. Sorry about that, y'all. My cousin will probably
I'm
get
the
that
only one burping.
fixed in post-production. So.
I mean, this is all I got for now.
You want to talk about Dan Saltman getting Ixnay on it? I don't know how to do pig laugh, but that's the only one I know how to do is Ixnay. That's it. Do you know how to do pig laugh?
Pig laugh?
Yeah, where they like Ixnay on the no? Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Because they got Dan Saltman the F up out of here off of Twitch, man. This is like this to me. If you're a Twitch streamer, do not depend on Twitch. They don't want to pay you for real. They do not want to pay you. And as you decide to get bigger and bigger on whatever content platform you're on, make your own. Make your own. Trust me. Never, ever, ever depend on somebody else for your bag. So a lot of people depend on Twitch. I remember seeing like Casanat and iShowSpeed like on their hands and knees, like begging the founder of Twitch to like let iShowSpeed back on. I think it was, And it was just like, why are y'all doing that when like you're already so big and you can just make your own platform? Like, I don't know, but everybody's different.
Um,
Everybody's different.
I mean, you gotta think about it though. He put a lot of work. They put a lot of work on Twitch. So it's
Definitely.
like, so for them to just get rid of all of that. I mean, why? Why? You know, a lot of people are gonna stay on Twitch.
No, I'm not saying get rid of it. I'm saying like make your own. 'Cause I feel like if
Make your
iShowSpeed
own
came
streaming
out with an
platform.
app, yeah, definitely, it's not that hard. And people are like, he has enough of a following now, man. And it's like now you get all the money instead of some of it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm always about is equity and ownership. So if
Yeah.
iShowSpeed has built this brand up, and you want to make sure you never get deplatformed again, that's a real thing. Getting deplatformed is like what? Like I work
I mean,
so
they
hard for
could.
this. Yeah.
They could, but that's too much work, cuz.
Cause I hear you, but it's necessary. You don't ever want to depend on another person to say, hey, are you gonna pay me or not? It's like being an employee. Whether they want to acknowledge it or not, you're a Twitch employee. When they can decide to fire you at any time, you're an employee. You are.
Nah, it
You're not,
ain't like
you're not
that.
an independent contractor.
Well, they're not Twitch employees.
Cause if they can deplatform you at any time and you have to obey their terms of services, what does that sound like to you? That's a job.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're okay, you're right. You're right. But these guys still have the freedom to do what they want. They can talk as much shit as they want.
Not with
They
those
can
terms of
talk as
service.
much they can talk as much shit as they want, bro.
Cause people get deplatformed and banned every day. I remember Ray got banned. I forgot what it was for, but Twitch got him up out of there, and he had to learn like what you can and can't do. And unfortunately, it's
That's
such a
true.
sensitive thing. Like you got to be very careful. And like we talk our stuff all the time. Like I can only imagine like having to be more careful and be more censored about what you say and what you do. Like it's got to be hard
Yeah.
when you want to be your authentic self. Like how do you not be a robot but not get deplatformed? You know what I'm
The
saying?
thing, this is how I see it. It's like you got to I just had the shit in my head. I'm so tired that I'm doing myself doing this.
Because when we getting old, I was gonna say like these guys have to like stream for 100 hours a week. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
so imagine having to fill up content but not like violate, not step over the line. Like it's hard. It's very
Yeah.
difficult being a content creator. Kids think it's like, oh, it's just fun. There's some days I'm sure they don't want to stream, but you got to. Like I'd much rather go to the club. Not
Nah.
me, but those guys like,
Listen,
pop bottles and
I know you heard that argument of being a 9 to 5, being working a 9 to 5 is easier than streaming.
oh,
No, that shit is not.
it
That
all
shit is not
depends,
easier
cuz though. It
than
all
streaming, bro.
depends. It all depends.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Working a 9 to 5 is way harder than streaming. Because at streaming, you can wake up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and stream from like 2 to 8 o'clock, and then you have the rest of the day yourself.
But you're stuck in that seat.
No, you're not. You can get
What
up
do
and
you
use
mean?
the bathroom, bro. I'm saying people can stream for 1 hour, 2 hours, and they won't get, and they'll still getting paid money even when they're not streaming.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
that's how that works.
What? You sure?
Yeah, bro. Like people cannot stream for a day
Mm.
and they'll still be making money.
Mm. Explain that one to me, because I
So,
thought you had to hit a certain like benchmark and like metrics and stuff like that. Well, especially when it comes to Twitch. 'Cause Twitch is really about
I
like how much
forgot
time you put in.
I forgot how they do it.
Okay, we gotta check
But
that
I
out.
know for a fact that like if they don't, because I guess it's because of like the what was I gonna say? I guess it's because of their sponsors and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you know you can still check out someone's web page when they're not streaming, and they'll have like ads on their page,
Right.
and then they're also sponsored by all the other companies.
See, and that's what I'm asking you is like, how much of a cut do they get? Because if you're like how YouTube works, like YouTubers get paid pennies compared to like what I think they should make. And
Yeah,
that's why you have to have your own stuff going on. Like Mr. Beast, he got so much stuff going on. It ain't funny. I'm trying to sell chocolate too. Holla at me.
bro. Mr. Beast has also been on YouTube since he was 13 years old.
Exactly. And you see how long it takes. I think do we talk about this? Like how many people have the patience to say, hey, I'm gonna grind out 10 years on whatever platform I'm on. to eventually become a millionaire. Like most people don't have that in them to go stream and to make content for 10 years. People say like, oh, Mr. Beast, overnight success. No, never. There's no such thing. If you're an overnight success, you will also fall off overnight. Oh yeah, can we talk about that? The Casanat the Chris Brown stream causes controversy. Man, y'all gotta get off that young man. Please get off him.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Somebody just banned him. Somebody just got him banned off Twitch.
No.
He had to call Twitch, and they get himself back on there.
Oh.
Somebody did a fake swap call.
That's terrible. I'm sorry that happened to you. I say this. If Rihanna can forgive Chris Brown and they can make a song together, man, y'all leave Chris Brown alone, please.
Oh,
he didn't punch you. I promise you he didn't punch you. I promise you he didn't. So if Rihanna can forgive him and they can make a song that was birthday cake. Yeah, then let's move on, y'all. They've forgiven each other. They've buried their hatchets. Let's move on, man. Cause this is getting tired. It's getting old.
This or they want to keep bringing up with somebody past. Like,
man, they basically saying if you make a mistake in life, I'll never put my hands on a woman, but I've made mistakes too. I don't feel like people should be condemned forever.
I'm just saying.
They're giving out life sentences, cuz that's crazy.
Has Chris Brown even put his hands on another woman again ever since Rihanna?
Allegedly, there was a lady that was in his house, and he said she wouldn't leave, but you know how that he said she said go. She said he pulled a gun on her, which I think was excessive, Chris.
Yeah.
If you did that, you bogus. There ain't no reason to put a gun on a woman. And hopefully you move a little bit smarter than that. I know it's your career, but come on, man. You don't ever put no gun on nobody unless it's a life and death situation. And then if you're gonna pull it, you got to use it, Chris. So the fact that you didn't have to use it lets me know. I hope that wasn't true.
And then there was some other shit. I guess there was another thing on his there was a video that they was watching on his stream.
Mm-hmm.
And Kai didn't really react to it. But his friend reacted in a way that people thought was inappropriate. So there was some girl on Twitter trying to like hit up Nike, say, hey, you need to cancel a sponsorship because he did some shit or he said something down on white.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to tell you, because it was like he has to scream so much. Like, how am I not gonna offend somebody? If you tell me I gotta stream for 100 hours a week, I'm gonna offend somebody. I can't help myself. I'm gonna say something that somebody does not like. So unless you want me to, I don't know, be a robot or make a Casanat AI or something, and just don't be offensive. It's gonna get real boring. That's not how he made it to be so big.
But other than the fact that people out here trying to cancel him and stuff, it's just when you just sometimes you just be talking shit. Like you don't really mean the stuff you say.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember one time I forgot what I said. I said something and I knew I didn't mean. I know I didn't mean what I said, and somebody took it the wrong way. And I had to like, you know what I'm saying, like calm them down a bit to let them know what I said.
Mm-hmm. Because when people always taking things the wrong way, it's like they want to be offended. I don't want to be offended. You got to call me out my name to offend me. All that little stuff, man, it go over my head. Because you know why? We grown men trying to make some money. That's all. All that fake outrage and the fake canceling people. Y'all ain't canceling nobody yet. Y'all need to go cancel these PDF files. What y'all need to do? Go focus on them. You worried about something that ain't harming nobody. Y'all worried about trying to take food off somebody else's plate. Go put some food on your plate. Because when you a hater, you're not doing nothing for yourself. All you're doing is just trying to tear somebody else down.
Yeah.
Life is too short. Life is too short. I'm not even the biggest Casanat fan for different reasons. Like I told you earlier, like I feel like he does a lot of like adult things on the screen meant for kids. I'm not the biggest fan of his, but I also understand like kids want to see that stuff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we were kids one time too. We weren't trying to be babies. We were trying to watch rated R movies. So I know what that's like. I'm not a fool. I'm not an idiot. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a part of life. And I feel like people just need to, get those panties out of a bunch and relax. Take a chill pill. Calm down.
And so the last thing we're gonna talk about is cause have you ever heard of the woke content detectors curated list of games?
Not at all, cousin, but please put me on.
So this list This is a list of games that are considered too woke, have too many political messages in there, and they're not recommended for anyone to play if you're just trying to play a video game. Now, I myself can understand the sentiment because no one's trying to play a game that has a political message in there that's just trying to like throw it in your face.
Okay.
At the same time, it doesn't take away from the game being playable. It doesn't take away from the experience.
Right.
It's just in the game to be there, and then I'm gonna play the rest of the game.
Okay.
If it's all over in my face and it's like all throughout the game, then I'm just like, you know what? I think this game is for me.
Can you give me an example?
Okay. I'll give you examples right now. So, what was a game that was woke? Or let me not say woke, just more like it was trying to talk a message. Okay. I can't. I don't think I can. I don't think any of these games here on this list is a good example.
One thing I noticed though, a lot of these games are like not really made for kids, but kids play them, and that's the tough part,
No,
right?
this what I'm saying. It's not that they're not recommended for kids. It's not recommended for those people that fakely grift on the internet.
Right. But I'm asking, like, what's the rating for? I don't know. Call of Duty, isn't it? MA, isn't it for mature? Yeah. So what I'm saying is like kids aren't supposed to be playing it, but they do. You cannot tell me there's not a 6-year-old playing Call of Duty right now. That's cap. So I'm asking you, is like, it's like having a rated R movie. Like, you can't really say, oh man, like this is too woke, but it's not for kids. You know what I'm saying? But kids are playing it. Like, where do you draw the line at and say, yeah, this is too much? But it's supposed to be too much. It's rated M. You know what I'm saying?
So it's not about how mature or how inappropriate it is.
Right.
It's more so like, okay, here's a game that doesn't make sense. That's not recommended for people to play. In Assassin's Creed 3, it contains overtly pro DEI messaging. You know what DEI is.
I do remember what DEI is.
And forced diversity that is inaccurate for the time period. Mind you,
okay,
there were black people back in the earlier days of America.
So does DEI necessarily mean black? So in Assassin's Creed 3,
at this point, it just means black.
Thank you, cuz, for keeping it so real. So DEI means black. Does everybody at home agree with that? Because that's how I feel. Because that's the only time I ever hear it is when we're talking about black folks.
Yeah, anytime you hear DEI, oh, you just don't like the character because they're black. So in Street Fighter 6, I don't know how this pro LGBTQ. Oh, because one of the characters is bisexual. But nobody's worried about that playing this game. People are just playing this game.
Are they having sex in the game?
No.
Okay. So I don't.
They're not having sex in Street Fighter 6.
See what I'm saying? So I'm asking you, is like, I am conflicted because, like I say, kids are not supposed to be playing Street Fighter. Technically, they're not. It's like,
I mean, it's rated teen, so they can play. They can play Street Fighter.
No, they're not supposed to be. They're not supposed to. Is what I'm saying. It's rated T for teens.
Yeah.
So I feel like a teenager should be able to understand that and say, "Oh, okay." But a kid may not understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like a 6-year-old may not understand. So I'm asking it like, where do you draw the line at? Because they've already established like this is not for kids. It's rated T for teens. I remember feeling nervous about having Prince of Persia when I was 12. Like, they haven't bought that for me. And I was like, Kevin, I don't know. My fault. I'm not a teenager yet. That's how I really felt. And honestly, the game wasn't too much for me at 12. It really wasn't. Like, they might have, I think there was some romantic scenes, but it wasn't sex. It was like, maybe like hugging, maybe kiss. I don't even think it was kiss.
I think they just kissed.
They kissed. That's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't so bad. But if you're talking about this type of stuff, yeah, that probably would have been too much for me at 12. I was in like 6th grade.
They're not talking about like sex scenes and none of that inappropriate stuff. They're talking about like having like characters that are gay, lesbian, all that stuff, just being included in the game.
But they've always been in the game, whether we want to admit it or not. They've always been there.
There's always been gay characters in
always. So I don't know if people are just now opening up their eyes and be like, hey, that person gay. They've always been gay characters. They just weren't as overt as they are now because I feel like people have been paying more attention. People know what it looks like now.
Because there's on one side, there's people that complain that they don't have enough of people of their own sexuality in the game.
Exactly.
Simultaneously, there's also another side of people who are LGBTQ and they never let it bother them. Like how us black folks, we play games, we're not complaining that there's not enough black people in the video game.
All the time. All the time. Because
So
all we care about is, as a gamer, the only thing you care about is a good game. Because if you give me all the black characters, if you give me a whole NAACP video game and the game is trash, I'm not playing it.
yeah.
I'm not playing. You could give me, you could give me, I don't know, what's another black game? I don't know.
Can't
Tyler Perry's Medea on a video game. If it's not good, I'm not playing it. I'm not playing. I'm not wasting my time. I'm
that
not.
game
I'm not
sounds like it's gonna be hot garbage anyway, bro.
Well, ain't no telling because Tyler Perry is a hit or miss for me. Sometimes I love his stuff. And sometimes I be like, man, this ain't for me. And I gotta respect it. Like everything is not for you, and I think people gotta respect that. Everything is not for you. The world does not revolve around you as a person. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It does not.
So one of the things I think is so funny in the newest game, it's not. Yeah. In Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, they bring up LGBT, DEI messaging, and all the other bullcrap or whatever.
Interrupt you real quick?
But
The people at home can't see it. That is the biggest text box out of all the games.
you want to know why it's so big?
I'm listening.
Because it says it race swaps Deadshot, and you know Deadshot is black in that game, so it bothers them that Deadshot is black. That's why this text box is so big. They had to specifically let people know Deadshot was race swapped.
Cause I'm tired. I'm exhausted of people being offended.
Because, like, hold on. Let me go to the bottom of the list and show you how many games are here. All the games that are on this list. Because there's 1,571 games on this list.
Hey, who made this list, please? I want to talk to y'all. We want to have y'all on the podcast.
Yes, come on.
We'd love
Come
to
talk.
have you on. Wait. So wait, well, I'm confused. So they have games they do recommend?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go to
Contains
that.
no woke content.
Contains no woke content. You sure? Maybe you weren't looking hard enough. I'm probably sure we can find some woke content in there. Wait, I can't. Left 4 Dead? You sure it didn't have any woke content? You sure?
I mean, there's a black man in Left 4 Dead too.
There you go. So hold on. Wait a minute now. Where do you draw the line at what is woke and what isn't woke?
Final Fantasy 13. There's a black man in that game too.
Come on now. What are y'all saying? I just feel like, people like certain games, they don't like certain games. I mean, that's
all
cool.
that is.
You don't have to go and make a whole list about it, because this to me is like real, like,
there's a black lady in BioShock 2.
this is real. What's the right word for it, cousin? When people are like not putting their energy in the right space, this is real, like a waste of time. I'm sorry. This was a waste. My bad. I don't want to say it because we do want to have y'all on the podcast. I'd like to know more about how you decided to put this list together before I call it a waste of time, because you got an Excel spreadsheet of too many rows for me to count, and you got about 6 columns, and I'm just like, man, listen. How much money did you make off this? Because you spent a lot of time doing this. Wait.
So
Scroll
this
back
guy
up.
only recommends 403 games.
That's not a game. Are there more recommended games or not recommended games?
So these are games that are informational.
What's the difference? I'm listening.
So they still contain subtle LGBT messaging,
Oh, okay.
but
That's what I'm asking. Where do you draw the line at, Cuzzo? Because to me, I don't know.
I drew the line at Yasuke and Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Because you already know how I feel about that. He's a real person that exists in real life. Bro, you know what's so funny? I consulted ChatGPT. When ChatGPT said, was Yasuke a samurai? And then it said, yes, Yasuke is a samurai. And then it goes into all his information and stuff.
Right.
And then I pretended to be a grifter. So I said, Yasuke wasn't a samurai. He was a dancing fool. Because that's what they like to believe.
Right.
Then it says, oh no. In fact about it, let me open up ChatGPT now. Because I saved that just for this.
That's good. See, Cuzzo be doing his research, y'all. So if you send him a tomato emoji, hey, we're gonna come and find you and beat you up in your house and tie you up. Sorry. No tomato emoji for this hard working man, podcaster, producer, video editor. He does it all. He wears many hats. And man.
Here we go, right here. So I put down, was Yasuke an actual samurai? And then it goes into his history. Then I put down, Yasuke wasn't a samurai, he was a dancing fool. Bruh, this AI set me straight. Yasuke's actual historical role is a topic of significant debate, but calling him just a dancing fool doesn't align with the primary records we have. The perception of Yasuke as a serious figure or otherwise depends on the sources and the interpretations of those sources. Here's a breakdown of the evidence. The historical accounts, the chronicle Lord Nobunaga.
Wow.
And this is made by a Japanese person, by the way.
The debate has ended. So all of you who feel like Yasuke was, I don't know, a minstrel show or somebody to not be taken seriously, you should not be taken seriously. So please, 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 if you thought Yasuke was a dancer fool, raise your hand and we'll never listen to you again because you are the fool. Thank you.
Right. And it's like there's no record of him being a dancing fool. And it's like and I was watching one video of this one dude, and he said that, oh, Yasuke wasn't a samurai, he was a dancing fool, and we know that because of the document said. But it's like, bro, you choose to believe that.
Right. And that's what you gotta understand is there's always gonna be like false information out there. There always has been. And you have to do your research. You can't believe one account of whatever you heard.
Yeah.
You can't. That's not how it works. Like, but some people, I don't know. It's like whatever they want to believe, they will. And you gotta just let them rock. I'm not arguing with a dancing fool about who's a dancing fool. You're the dancing fool.
And one of the things that I think is so funny is that, like, these dudes don't really play games. Some of these dudes don't really play games.
Nope.
They're just looking at this. Okay, this is gonna cause controversy.
Yep.
Let me make a video off of this.
Bingo.
And
That's
how they get ad revenue and stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like they're shock jocks, but they don't have like the fundamentals that come with trying to figure out like what makes good content. Like they're just really trying to get a reaction. Reaction isn't a good content because what if I don't react? Now all you have is just trash.
Because us as human beings, bro, we thrive off of negativity.
Bingo.
Unfortunately, we thrive off of negativity. That's why I say this is a positive podcast.
Except for my Xbox hate. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest. I'm sorry, y'all.
Stop it.
I'm trying to be positive, but I have not had a positive experience with Xbox. Their controllers are big. Their controllers are way too big. What's wrong with y'all? Like who made that controller? Who? I want to know because I can't reasonably take my left and right thumb on the joystick and get the right trigger and the left trigger. Nope. Maybe now because I'm a grown man, but when I was a kid, that was a struggle. I had to like tilt it, if that makes sense. I couldn't play it regular. I couldn't.
But I don't know what game. I don't know what
And it
game
made
you're
my
playing.
hands sweaty. So man, F Xbox.
We love you around here, Microsoft. Don't listen to my cousin.
No, we don't.
I love you, Microsoft.
No, we don't. If Xbox never made a console, the world would not have changed whatsoever.
I'm gonna get an Xbox Series, not Series X.
Cuz don't do it. Don't do it, cuz.
Lay, man. I gotta play. Listen, I want to play the next Halo. Okay.
Oh, true. Never mind. I thought it's not coming out on PlayStation.
No,
I thought Halo's
coming
out on
Halo's
PlayStation.
been on, bro. Master Chief Halo, bro. That is Xbox's own
It never
child
came
right
out on
there.
PlayStation.
No.
Oh, so Grand Theft Auto was the one that was on PlayStation, and eventually came out on Xbox.
Yeah.
I remember that was the thing. Like Xbox had Halo, Grand Theft Auto had PlayStation, and they never. And then one day, so Halo never got on PlayStation. Oh wow. Never mind, y'all. We're gonna have to get them Xboxes out, y'all. We're gonna have to get them Xboxes out. I apologize, Xbox. Forget everything I said, because I want to play Halo too, just like my cousin. So if y'all want to, send your boy a free Xbox or send the podcast a free Xbox, we won't say no. We won't send it back.
So
I apologize. I'm gonna send y'all a Christmas card or something.
So I want to talk about the list of games that aren't recommended. So here's a list of the games that are not recommended.
Ain't that something? It's a long list.
How many games are on here?
Too many.
846 games are not recommended.
And they got Mortal Kombat on it, so y'all already know how I feel.
Pro DEI messaging. Oh, I think we found the biggest text box right here because
I'm listening.
Contains overtly pro DEI messaging. Jax's ending has him preaching about racism against black people in the U.S. He uses this He uses time traveling to fix it because he can't wait for people to get woke. Shao Kahn says he wants to make Outworld great again.
So it seems like y'all are missing the point of the whole message. Like he's talking about y'all. So he's talking about y'all. So you listen. Some of y'all are so stuck in y'all ways you can't understand things from a different perspective. I'm one of those people that never says, "Oh, you know what? I'm always right," and the next person's wrong. Like I'm always interested to hear out the next person and say, "Okay, let me see where you're coming from. Are you full of malarkey, or maybe you have something of merit?" Because I'd always love to expand my worldview, my knowledge. I don't want to be an idiot sitting in the dark making a list of woke content directors, sorry, woke content detectors, curated list of games. Like, come
Bro,
on, man, never.
like I watch some of the videos of these dudes who talk about games being too woke. Like some of them actually are very educational, and I can see their points. But then you get some dudes who are just like I can't listen to them.
Nope.
Like they're so nerdy and snotty, and I'm like, I can't listen to you, bro. You
And
just
there's
sound
nothing
mad
wrong
that
with being a nerd.
there's a black person in your video game.
There's nothing wrong with being a nerd. The snotty part is what we're talking about because a lot of y'all never got punched in the face and you need to be. I hate to say it. It will change your life for the better because you'll
Oh my
understand
god.
that there are consequences
Oh my
behind
god.
the things that you do in life.
Bruh. So Dragon Age of Veilguard. I think I talked about this in the last podcast. Dragon Age of Veilguard is one of the games I'm looking forward to playing. Contains overtly pro LGBT, pro DEI messaging, pronoun selection. Why does that bother you?
See, this is what I'm talking about. And I'll say this. I'll say this because I told you I work with kids, right? I had a scholar that told me like, "Hey, can you call me by this name?" And at first I was like, "No, I can't because I already know you by this name." And I thought about it and I say, "You know what? I'm tripping. Like, if you want to be called this name, like, it's not the end of the world. And I want to show you respect and let you know that I value you as a person. Like, that's not that big of a deal to me. So it's just like." I don't know. As long as they're not having any, like, to be honest, I'm gonna be honest. If they're not having any type of sex on the game, I think it's appropriate for kids. Like, they'll be all right. Like, kids can. These kids are so smart
This
nowadays.
game is
Like,
mature.
are they having sex on the game? Cause I don't
No.
know. Then I think it's okay. I think they'll be all right. I promise you. Cause listen, it's some kids right now playing Grand Theft Auto 5, and they got a hooker making a car shake. Don't try
And
to
listen,
make
it's not even about the kids though, bro. It's about
I'm sure.
it's about the negative controversy that's surrounding it so
Oh,
that they can get the views and the clicks.
bingo.
Cause right
Bingo.
here in the rest of this right here, it
Yeah.
says option for your character to have trans surgery scars. Why does
And
that
this
bother you? It says option. You don't have to give your character trans surgery scars
right.
and vitiligo sliders. You're really mad that they're making this game more accessible for people who have skin conditions.
Yeah, because they I don't know. People are scared of what they don't understand. But I was gonna say, man, listen, we grew up with South Park and The Simpsons and Family Guy and Cleveland Show. Like,
Bruh,
what?
they love South Park, bruh.
This is light work. This
Listen,
ain't nothing.
listen. South Park is like South Park makes fun of like all that woke stuff.
See, and that's why I
They
feel like
love South Park,
that's why I
bro.
feel like we can't get outraged now. Like we saw everything on South Park. Are you crazy? Are you nuts? South Park made fun of everybody. Dave Chappelle made fun of everybody. Anybody can get it. Anyone. So please, y'all, stop making these lists. You sound weak. But
Yeah.
also going to come onto our podcast to talk about it. We don't mind. At Xbox, if you want to send us, some free games or free consoles, we don't mind.
No. You were talking all that
I
chat about
was, I
Xbox.
was, but
Microsoft don't send
they
him not
they
a
got
damn
they
thing.
got Halo coming out, so I put a Halo over my head to apologize. I promise. I'm an
Hey,
Xbox.
Phil Spencer. Hey, Phil, Mr. Spencer.
You
Don't send this boy a damn
you can
thing.
punch me in the face because I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I take it all back. You got Xbox coming out, but you got Halo coming outside. So, if y'all, want to endorse the podcast, we ain't mind that neither. I'm making enemies when we should be making friends. My bad, because I'm tripping. I'm tripping. No, don't edit it out. I had some valid criticisms of my experience with Xbox, but I shouldn't have went that far. So I apologize, and I see the error in my ways because you know y'all got some good games coming out. So if y'all want to, send a care package to the podcast, you hear the change in my voice. Everything is
Don't
dumbing
send this
down.
boy a damn thing.
What? He hating. Just send me something.
Don't send this boy
Christmas
not a
time is
damn
coming up.
thing.
I've been nice.
He gonna
Xbox
bring
is
up that
making the
red ring of
list.
death like that's a problem today.
Yeah, it was a problem back in the day. Y'all know it was a problem. Y'all never fixed it. So that's my issue. And the Xbox wasn't cheap.
You
360?
can't. How you gonna
360
hold it?
cost like
How you gonna
400
hold a
bucks
grudge
back
for
in the.
something? How you
Cause
gonna
you
hold a
know
grudge for
why?
something that happened years ago?
Cause you know what? Cause I still ain't forgot. I still ain't forget. Look up how many
Did you even
YouTube
play an
videos there
Xbox
are.
back then?
I didn't have one, but my friends had some. So
So how you gonna get mad?
because I was upset for my friends, cause I don't. It didn't have to direct me personally for me to be upset. You know what I'm saying? No, maybe.
I'm shit, bro. Y'all can't see it. I'm shaking my head at him.
He's shaking his head at me like he don't understand what I'm talking about.
No, I understand
Imagine.
what you're talking about.
Okay.
It's still stupid,
Wait, did you ever own an Xbox?
huh?
Did you ever own an Xbox?
I had the old Xbox.
Cuzzo, did you ever buy an Xbox brand new?
No,
There's a reason why, Cuzzo. You're a smart man. You know. Yeah, it's Xbox. Xbox.
Microsoft.
Don't
So,
send me no care package with your weak old console. Cuz I never bought your stuff. And he's a smart dude. He knows
so
why he never bought the
I'll
Xbox.
go through
Because it's
this list.
trash.
I'm,
He never bought an Xbox from you. You know why?
I,
It's trash. Get it out of here.
I bought a list. No, the Xbox is trash because my uncle had used it, and I don't know what he did with it. That thing, every single disc in that game was scratched. Every time I put a new disc in there, the Xbox would mess up. But it was only because it was my uncle's old one.
See, these are valid criticisms. Y'all need to work on that. That's all I'm saying is the
No, I don't
Xbox.
know what he did.
It's not a
Anyway,
perfect console. We have valid criticism. That's all I'm saying.
anyway, I'm going to end it with this right
But
here.
if you want to
So
send us,
most of this stuff, most of this stuff that they're talking about is like they have character creators. They just say body type 1 and body type 2. It bothers them that it doesn't say male and female.
oh, okay. So, how do you feel about that, cousin? Because I'm still one of those people that like, it's just stupid to me that we're arguing about two genders. Because, like, listen, I understand there are more than two genders. I get that now because they got the whole, like, what they call, how I'm saying the right word, hermaphrodites and intersex is what they're called when you're born with both of them. And so I get it, right? You want to make them feel included too, because not everybody has just a
Yeah.
eggplant or just a cat emoji. You know what I'm saying? So I get
Yeah.
that. I understand. Everybody wants to be included. That's not the end of the world for me. You know what I'm saying? Is the game good? Why is there not a list of good games and
Yeah.
bad games? How about that? Let's start there.
That's what y'all. Yeah.
We're gonna put together a list of good games and bad games. How about that? Because for
Golly.
2025, I want us to put together a ranking
Yeah.
of games and like rating games. Let's do that because they talking about what's woke and what's not. I don't care.
Listen, yeah.
I've never looked at I've never been in GameStop and said, can you please hand me the most woke game? Can you hand me the least woke game? I've never cared. I've never cared. How about you, Cuzzo? Let me know.
Yeah, same here. I've never cared. I
Cuzzo,
never.
what's your favorite woke game? Cuzzo, what's your favorite woke game? Let me know, please. This is ridiculous.
My favorite woke game?
But what's your least favorite woke game?
I can't. Honestly, bro, like I don't know.
I can tell you
What's my
one.
favorite? Well, my favorite woke game is Elden Ring.
Okay. Okay. Man, I can tell you what my least favorite game was. There was this game called Big Time Sports on the Wii. It was not big time sports. The gameplay, wicked compared to the cinematic trailer. The cinematic trailer looked so cold because they fooled me. We were in big lots. It was for about 15 bucks. The 15 bucks I wish I could get back. Worst money I ever spent. Big time sports. If I ever find y'all, we stomping y'all ears together. Cause y'all know y'all put out some bull. That was a cash grab for sure. That's why your game was being sold in big lots and not GameStop. Cause your game was trash. You know it.
He not gonna actually find y'all, bro.
Box? I haven't. I haven't lied on Xbox one time, and
I'm just
I didn't
saying.
lie on that list either. I kept it real. I said, "Cuzzo, what's your favorite woke game?" Nobody cares about what's woke and what's not.
Nobody.
Nobody cares. We are gamers. We are not wokers. Calm down. Relax. Chill. Chill. Please. So when we talk about revenge of the gamers, this is our revenge because y'all are focused on the wrong things. Why are we not focused on what's a good game? What's not a good game? Y'all worried about the
Yeah.
wrong stuff. Can we get some good games, please? How about that?
Yeah. Golly, bro. All right.
That's all I care
So,
about. I don't know about you. Let me know.
um, we gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I gotta get my clothes ready for work.
All right.
Yeah, I know you gotta go to work too.
Cause I gotta punch that clock. You know what time it
Yeah.
is already.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, follow us on YouTube. I said I was gonna get an RSS feed sub done, but I'm gonna have to wait until we can until I get myself situated in the Air Force right now.
Okay.
Um, you said we had an audience. I don't see him.
Oh no, I said I sent him a link. I'm not sure if he ever tapped in or not. But shout out to the Bishop, man. Shout out to the Bishop. Bishop is a real cool dude. He's an older gentleman. Like I said, he's a veteran who was also in the Air Force. So shout out to the Air Force, y'all. Shout out to the Air Force, man. Big shout out to the Air Force. And
Yeah.
we're not shouting out any people that are making out a list of woke and not woke or whatever, man. Y'all got too much time in y'all hands. Get a life.
Man,
Get a
you
life.
gotta get them boys. You gotta get them boys off your head now, cause
Man, listen. We're gonna send tomato emojis to your DMs, and so what time it is? Revenge of the Gamers. That's it. That's our emoji. Tomato emoji. We rocking with you. What should be our emoji for like positive reinforcement?
Alright.
We already got the negative one. If we don't like what you're doing, you get tomatoes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
follow me at Twitter and Twitch at Champion Brown. Both of them are Champion Brown. Follow Ace at Twitter and Ace's Twitch at Ace Triggers.
And sending those tomato emojis for not showing up to this podcast. Listen, we miss you, man. We need
Make
to
sure
come
you send
back.
tomato emojis in this next stream.
Yeah, and tell people to come back strong next podcast. We're gonna be on.
All right. And what about you? Cuz do you have a Twitter?
I'm still getting my social media together, so you guys can follow me, and of course tap in always, because we want to make sure that we're a well-rounded group. We have our chemistry rocking, because man, we really missed Ace today, but we were able to hold it, keep it up strong. We had a great topic, so I feel like you really brought a lot to the table. Because thank you for man, just all the hard work you do behind the scenes.
Yeah. All right. Y'all take care.
Peace.